Hey guys, so it is kind of dark out here, but I have got to share this with you guys. So I've been going to church all day. This is my third time going to church today, but anyways, I've got to hurry because it's about church time. But so I've been praying about some stuff, and like the Lord's been working in my life in certain situations, and I was crying a minute ago because I'm telling you, the things that I've been praying for, God has confirmed with stuff. And it's so strange how the Lord works. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. But, okay, so do y'all remember when I was talking about my mom's mom, with all that stuff, and I had to let that go? And so y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but this is how the Lord works, honey. I'm telling you. So they had this church out by the lake. They had a tent up. It was kind of cold. They had a heater going, but the Lord's called this man and his wife, to have his services like that. And in the summertime, they do the baptism. I've shared that with you guys before on here briefly back in the summertime. But anyways, so his wife's read this passage thing in this thing that she had read and shared it with us, and it was talking about this lady and how her father died, and like the hard time that her family was going through while they watched her father die, and she just going into depth about how like the Lord was there during those difficult times, and but the way that she had described watching her father die and how God's hand was up on all that and up on her life, and even in the sad times and the lonely times, it was just amazing. I took some notes, but not a whole lot on that. But even before she had started in on that, they had called me up to do a song, and I just chose What a Day That Will Be, and that was one of those songs that I sung at my mama's funeral. My dad's mom, the one that I talk about on here about all the time, the one that was a church lady and had the best heart ever. And I didn't realize this, but so anyways, she was speaking, and while that lady was speaking, I could just feel the Lord just ministering to my spirit. And the day that I went to the Dollar Tree, I think it was the last one that I done. Was it the last one? I can't remember, but it was the one where I had the $3 trees. And on the way there, I was listening to praise and worship music. And on the way there, the Lord came in my car, and he talked with me, and his presence was so strong. And it was a presence that I have never felt before. The closeness and the relationship with the Lord at that moment was so different and so new and so powerful. While he was in my car with me, I'm like, okay. And we were just talking, and I was praying real hard. And so I've had all of that experience going on this week. And then, to make it quick and short, because I gotta hurry, so during service, it was at noonish, 1 o'clock, when the Lord was coming by my way, and I could just feel him so strong. It was like my mama kind of was speaking to my soul. And I know it was the Lord, because I know that I don't know how all that works, but I know when he moves, he moves. But I could feel my mama's presence. She was a praying woman. She lived right. She went to church every time the doors were open if she could. And she was a praying lady. And had the love of the Lord on her. She was amazing. And I could feel her come by. And she came to me. And she spoke to me. But it was like the Lord speaking to me through my mama. That probably don't make sense, and y'all probably think I'm crazy, but it's okay. That's just how the Lord works. And it was like she was saying, Stephanie, it's time for you to let me go. It's time for you to let me go now. Like, because, you know, I guess the hurt and pain that I've held on to for so long. Again, I had that with my one mama. I had to let that go. And then it was like this coming, and she's like, Stephanie, you're going to have to let me go. And then I'm like, man, what is this about? Because, like, I always hang on to my mama too, because she was like everything. But I don't think that I realized I was hanging on to a lot of hurt and pain. A lot of hurt and pain. And then I was relating back to the time when my mama was on her deathbed. And if you go back and look in some videos, me and my brother was singing to her, and we were, you know, singing songs while she was passing over. Like, she hadn't passed yet, but, you know, like she was transitioning. And I remember when we had sang, and that last day before she died, they had went to the store, and I got in the bed with my mama, and she was already in a coma. But I was talking to her, and she looked at me, and her eyes opened, and like we connected, and then she went back out. And I laid in that bed with her, and her little dog was down there at the foot of her bed, and I was hugging her and patting her and crying. And I said, Mama, I said, it's okay for you to go on. I said, we'll be okay. I said, you're going to have a mansion. You're going to have everything that you wanted or ever needed. She had the best caring heart. She gave to so many people. She took care of us. She loved us. She prayed for us. And I told her, I said, Mama, I said, it is okay. Go ahead and, you know, pass over. Because she was hanging on, and I laid in that bed with her. And I could have stayed the night that night, but I didn't. I just, because I had released myself. Like, I got in that bed with her, and that was me telling her bye. I didn't want to see her, you know, pass like that. And she did. On the way back that next morning, my aunt called, or I think I called them, and they're like, well, she's gone, you know. They're like, do you want to wait and see her one more time before they take her? And I'm like, no, take her on. But it was like the Lord was just speaking to my soul through my mama, and he was like, you know, you had to tell her that, and she had to let go of y'all. And he said, now it's time for you to do the same. And I'm like, wow. And the moment that he was talking to me, I could just feel the burdens come off of me. I could feel it. I'm like, mercy. I'm like, Lord, what are you doing? Like, he has been touching my life and my spirit. And a lot of the pain and hurt, he's just been taken away from me. And it's like, I feel so weird. And it's not bad. But, I mean, and it was just so crazy how the Lord related back to me getting in that bed with her. And my mama had to release and let us go to where she can go on over. And then it was like, I had to do the same. And it was like in an instant, like I just started feeling some more loads come off of me. More loads come off of me. I don't know what the Lord's doing in my life at this moment. I know the season's very different. But I do know that he has a plan and he has a call. The pastor's waving at me. Yeah, it's time to go in. And he has, I'm a-coming. I'm coming. Yeah, they're like, come on, I gotta go play the piano. But God's got a plan and a purpose, and that still small voice, we have to listen to it, because God's amazing, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for his presence. I'm thankful for everything that he's doing in my life. I've got to go. I'll get back with you if I can, if it ain't too dark, but I'll talk to you later. Bye.